for the Swedes, plus Dane here. Gonna have to get your nips in the air. Let's try and give them all this energy, because they're gonna need it, man, to pull this series back.
Absolutely. Time to turn on the air conditioning, Harry, and get those nips hard as we get ready into a very important map for the NiP squad. You know, I think it's exciting we have Overpass, but I am a little scared for NiP right now that this could be a 2-0. There is a world, there is a way. Copenhagen Flames, a momentum team full of confidence after picking up their pick in the way they did when they were down significantly near the end of regulation and closed it in the first overtime. They also have some cheeky things to show and to throw on this CT side in terms of utility, and I imagine we'll see some of that here today. Let's find out. Ancient waiting in the wings as the closer. NiP trying to get us there. And this T-side start for them is not going to make things easy either. But we've already talked about the improved T-sides that PGL and hampus have brought to this squad. And Overpass has always been a cornerstone of this NiP team. jabbi, wow, that's an execution. He's got 2 woken up, coming alive, 3, trying to convert the 4th, but he's getting run down, reload, not in time, and Brolin will do him 1 up. 3-3 on either of those players, but only 1 still stands.
Yeah, Brolin and S-Tag going to join back up here in middle, and now they wait. You know, if there was one thing that was apparent from that NiP side back on Vertigo, it's that these guys are not afraid to slow it right down. Copenhagen Flames also aren't afraid to go hunting in moments like this. Sometimes for better, sometimes for worse. Right now, though, they will just hold their ground with nicoodoz pushed up on the short side and S-Tag moving this way. Door now swings open. nicoodoz, if he wins this, that would be lovely. Instead, he hears that it's a fake, and so he's going to keep HooXi up on this upper side of the map. Oh, that was the chance. That was the opportunity. Now the Rat Browns coming in for nicoodoz. He's hot on their heels, out through connector, trying to deny the plant.
Oh, no,
They've seen him! They've seen him now, and they will have a chance to get this bomb down. A 2v2. nicoodoz, even more damage, but NiP keep on surviving. They're going to try and fight forward, going to try and fight for the bank. HooXi has slid right by them. Oh, the moves on this guy, out positioning NiP. They've got him trapped. They've got him stuck in heaven. nicoodoz is up in the site. This is like the wrong way round. HooXi is the one with the kit. He's the guy you would love in the site right now. Instead, he's going to have to battle for it. Moving in. He's dead to Brolin with 4 in this round. nicoodoz running out of time, running out of chances. Brolin 1v1, an ace on his plate. Kit for nicoodoz helps. On with the swing, and it's Brolin with all 5.
That's it, baby. This is the firepower edition we've been waiting for, and he shows up in the biggest of ways. That was a mess. That was a total mess. nicoodoz, we say we like to see players holding the shot, confirming the kill, but he held it too long, so long, in fact, that they even saw him on the flank, picked up the bomb, pushed it deeper, and HooXi, like you said, trapped with the kit. What a mess. What a mess. And Brolin capitalizes on every single one. Mop and bucket. And he'll clean it up. That's unbelievable, man. To think nicoodoz, if he just drops that bomb with 10 seconds on the clock there, round's over. What never was. Rory will trade 1 in con, but he's very, very low. Luckily, that escape route given to him by his teammate on B short. He's got to give this M4 over. 10 hell, take a deagle. Let Zyphon give it a go. Zyphon had a great last map as well. Mid, nicoodoz. Ooh, they're hunting him. Out he goes, and in fact, the full rotate is coming in with the exception of jabbi staying on water side. As nicoodoz was able to deny this rotate down con, jabbi can do the same later, forcing NiP into this A stack. But they've got the guns for the job.
Oh, the jump. Did they see? They know about 1.
Oh,
doesn't make it any easier. Zyphon's still going to secure that. Brolin's been dispatched. Mr. 5K. Not going to become Mr. 6. As he's dealt with the long offender now. Zyphon very, very low, right? 10 points of health.
Oh, that volley.
Oh my god.
Ballsy.
Takes a bit of courage to do this one, but he has managed to play around this smoke. Now still going to need something huge out of him, and he's dead right away. That A1S lost to the A bomb site, never to be reclaimed. nicoodoz waiting for the smoke to fade, but man, Brolin's looking switched on. And I mean, it is pretty exciting to see him here, right? Even in like this iteration of Fnatic, the one that he just recently departed, this was like one of the go-to maps. It's one that he's very well versed on. I think slipping him into this NiP system here is going to be a thing of beauty, and it's certainly looking that way from the offset, right? 7-0. Love what we're getting out. A fresh-faced NiP Brolin.
Yeah, I mean, it was NiP who denied Copenhagen Flames the champion spot in the Legends stage. Now it's NiP trying to stop them from even getting to Legends cleanly with that 3-0 win. Both these teams having a fairly easy time in those BO1s, but this is the true test of a team in their map pool. And it's fun as well having this veto because we haven't seen these maps between these rosters. We usually have Mirage, Nuke, obviously Ancient coming through in that Stockholm match that we've been referencing. Inferno even. Never Vertigo, never Overpass. So something for all the family. Full B stack. NiP look interested, but they're also working middle. However, those players are already beginning to back up. As Copenhagen Flames do the same, NiP will regroup in T-spawn going into this stack. Copenhagen Flames on a round like this, you may as well commit with a gamble. That's all you've got. 4 USPs down on this B bomb site. Should still be fine for NiP, though.
Very little should go wrong here, and it's looking good out of the gate. Brolin and S-Tag light them up and look to keep it pretty clean, only losing Plopsky in the process. Jabbi, they've seen him, it goes both ways. And so there's the closer, 3-0. Now we're going to have this investment coming for the Flames. I want to see right away, I think we're going to need to see right away, nicoodoz get this AWP out, hit the ground running, and put the fear in NiP.
Oh, S-Tag knows it's coming as well. He even buys up his AWP into Rifle 1 for T-side. So you're not always going to be pulling in Insta on this T-side, but he's interested. And I can't wait to compare the T-side AWPing with that of Vertigo, because it really just wasn't there. Even though he had a beautiful start to the game, was 14-7, was locking down B bomb site on Vertigo. Winning that 1v1 can be big. S-Tag looks for it through playground. nicoodoz runs away with his AWP. There's another player boosted close party, and oh, no one's looking. If S-Tag went forward, he'd have kills. That rifle just turning back and forth, trying to pick its side. Roy has not decided which. Will it smoke? Roy fires off. There's the trade. Nice shot for S-Tag. nicoodoz is not risking that fight right now. He knows a flash goes over him, and he takes that shot. S-Tag walks into him. And nicoodoz once more. Oh, he's ahead of the molly. This is mental.
See, the big worry was him getting double swung, but instead Rez left connector to go back and get the bomb and lean into this B play. I almost wonder if that was heard by nicoodoz. I think they thought the molly pushed him back and would have denied that info, because Rez was running it. And so we do have Copenhagen Flames trying to get ahead of this one. They've rotated this third man down towards B, playing heaven. Lobs a flash it, but won't commit to the angle, won't commit to the position. Doubled up on the short side for the Flames. And now nicoodoz has dropped in here at the right time, the right place, and the AWP finds itself another dancing around the pillar, the guardian of B. It's nicoodoz with 3. Copenhagen Flames steal their first one away, and so much of it comes off the back of that AWP.
Yeah, to think he not only kills S-Tag in middle and even stays in front of the molly, delaying his rotation in the first place, but still drops in just as NiP get out through Monster with no flash. Well, there's the result. Clean round out of nicoodoz, what we needed here in the first gun round, and it's forced S-Tag onto a pistol with that heavy investment. Rest of his team is still bought up though. NiP going back to middle. Plopsky defaulting B, Rez in the connector, everyone else grouped up, and Roy will try and fight them early. This guy looks so invested in this mid-control. Still hangs around with nicoodoz to play off the back of Jabbi. Yo, he catches Plopsky, who looks back for the boost at the last second, wasn't convinced. Roland peeked by Roy, and can he get out? S-Tag's fighting with a Deagle, but there's another man there. Hampus tries to hunt. Gonna have to flash this peek, knowing the orb can be close. It's in con, not for long. Rez has won that fight, and Roy is trapped. They know it. HooXi trying to assist with some spam. It's good. It does connect, and Roy smoked to the top, mollied at the bottom, nowhere to go. He sits on the stairs.
He's found his one little, safe area. The fire blanket's out. Roy, dead in con. Had an opportunity to escape and made the decision to stick around and fight that. His teammate in jabbi had just moved through the short side to take all that space, so he could have left. Well, that's a judgment call in the 4-on-3, one that's given over. An even odds bout now for NiP. Xiphon's got a lot of info from Monster aggro. Right? He's pushed all the way up on a short now. However, it's just going to lead to a double A-side lean for the Flames. And if Xiphon gets caught so aggressive, don't get me wrong, you'll have an extra few seconds to go and pad this B site. But if he doesn't go 1-for-1, you might just end up saving. Luckily enough, they don't check for him. They don't account for it. Rez dead. Xiphon, there is another man peeking out. He shouldn't have won that, but he flicks back. And so it's all on Hampus. 10 seconds. He's going to have to run every step of the way. And so the Flames, just by being in the B site, have got this round locked in. There is nothing that Hampus can do. Copenhagen Flames find themselves in second.
These rounds are really close, aren't they? Getting scary. Some late recommits for NiP down on B aren't doing it right now. And Copenhagen Flames scary on this top site with the aggression from Roy, with nicoodoz fighting with him. Yeah, they're just so confident, man. We're seeing this a lot where they have, even on Vertigo, where they have chances to escape and they still choose to fight in some of these angles that they don't need to. And yeah, it gets Roy killed in that one. Could have run away against Rez, but it just shows the Copenhagen Flames, they're ready to fight today. They're ready to try and steal this series 2-0 against the odds, against the expectations, and against NiP's plan. But this one's just pistols, so it doesn't really matter what you want to do. Might not be down to you. Re-aggression at long from a rifle with the AWP supporting again, and a triple A lean because of this setup. They have so much info down on B that it seems pretty clear, and they're not wrong. NiP are walking in. One flash on Plopsky to throw high over the truck. But nicoodoz posted and ready. Oh, he's going to throw the monster smoke. Careful. They're coming.
HooXi's so lucky, man.
So close.
So lucky that no one was peeking there. That would have been a free kill. That would have been a free opener. Instead, it looks like they're waiting for Rez to move up the long side. So still a decent bit of time left before this play comes in. He's gotten fairly deep. Now we've got Plopsky lining up this one flash to go in. And there's the flashbang over the top. Does get the AWP off the angle for a moment. nicoodoz needs to run away, needs to get back into the safety of long, and Roy's here to help him. Luckily enough, they've dealt with the long component. So it's just this trickle up through the bathrooms. Bomb plant is good. Hampus with the Deeg. He's done his job here, finding the plant, getting one. NiP, they make a bit of cash. They take some away from the Flames. But it's still now an even game at 3-all.
NiP happy with that round, but Roy saves it, man. He really saves it because nicoodoz gets flashed off. He legs the first shot. There's nothing worse when you're getting pistol rushed to leg the first guy. You're hoping that you're cutting down the first dude. You're slowing down that initial contact for NiP as they run you down. They're always going to chase an AWP. And so as he legs the first guy, Roy, who's tucked in at long, swings to kill Rez on that long lurk because nicoodoz was so open to Rez. He could have been picked there. Instead, Roy kills him. Then he pushes up deep and covers nicoodoz. Doesn't let that AWP get rushed down by pistols and puts up 2 as nicoodoz nades one of the site players. So just a very clean, communicated round for Copenhagen Flames. And it could have been a lot worse, a lot scarier with those pistols getting so close. Timeout for NiP coming into their gun round. No AWP here. And I don't think a necessity of this T side as well. Not yet, at least. Stick with the rifles. So where will NiP go? Because right now, I'm not sure they know it, but they need be short because Copenhagen Flames have taken it almost every round with jabbi, and that's an enforces heavy A lean that Copenhagen Flames keep going for. And so if that short control is gone again, NiP are just lacking so much info, so much real estate. and allowing Copenhagen Flames to make good reads. HooXi with a door off is peeking B short, supported by that mid hold as NiP take B areas.
Smoking Kong gives them a little more freedom. Oh, nicoodoz. Oh, yeah, that's awkward, right? As he goes to extend, as he goes to push a little bit further in, that's when he gets swung double so from the party. There is still Roy waiting. This timing, going to get cleaned up, going to get dealt with. This tag team of Brolin and S-Tag still delivering. And they've taken a lot of space over here in middle. Even a chance to get the AWP for S-Tag at cost over towards long.
Yeah, it's a nice decisive reset. NiP have left a lot of these late Bs too late, and the time hasn't done them well. So 35, and they're grouped up, ready to go. Copenhagen Flames are ready. They've got 2 players on the bomb site watching Monster short. HooXi's about to give it up in middle, and now the hit comes in.
Oh,
wait.
They might have to go back. They might have to. There's so little time left, though. They're moving in. Jabbi's still here. They don't know about him. They haven't seen him yet. Flash goes in. 1 versus 3, but it's a little disjointed. They're waiting for this short player to move in to join up with them. S-Tag finally in with the rest of the pack.
No way.
He's going to start to creep up.
way.
Oh, my God. Oh, that's the bomb. It just goes down. They look like they want to play around it, but it all lines up for Jabbi. Oh, my goodness. The stars align. Copenhagen Flames somehow win that round. That is insane.
Between 2 mines, S-Tag's peeking, Plopski's trying to hide, and they couldn't make it up. They couldn't decide whether to swing that guy or not. And I think part of you is thinking, oh, God, has he just killed our planter? It all happened so quick. Did the bomb make it down? An indecision for NiP as they line up the low player in the back. The accidental kill will do it. And that is devastating for NiP, but Jabbi capitalizes perfectly. Copenhagen Flames. All right, boys. A little stolen away round, and that's going to get everyone hyped up yet again. The money is fine for NiP to buy. They did get the plant, but that is a sitter of a round to lose. You could just see that one materializing in front of your very eyes with that creep from Jabbi.
Dude, it's like that moment of hesitation on short as well, as you pointed out. Like, well, they really are. One saying, nah, go back, we'll play around the bomb. Like, the realization's already dawned on them. Second guy saying, oh, but I was going to go swing. And it's like just that split second of, you know, crossed wires leads to their downfall.
Because it was very close to him killing. There was 10 seconds. Very close to him killing the planter before the bomb went down. And if that happens, you have to swing. You have to chase the kill. Because otherwise he falls back and he wins.
Dude, that is just remarkable. And like, for Jabbi, how good does that feel? Like, he didn't even really realize he got the second, or sorry, the third guy, I guess. Oh.
A little lineup, huh?
That's going to hurt for NiP.
Yeah.
They need to course correct quickly, or else rounds like that can kind of get under your skin. And it's only going to boost up Copenhagen Flames more and more so, especially with them being a map up already in this series, eyeing up that spot at the major. nicoodoz opens with the AWP, now looking to get out of there. Roy, unaccounted for, doesn't get checked, and even though the flash wrecks him, still, it takes a moment. nicoodoz continuing to put up numbers up close. They're on the long side as well, and overwhelmed by res. However, the bomb is in the prying eyes of the Flames. Both Jabbi and Xiphon here. And so for Hampus, it's a rough spot, 1v2, having a battle for control of this bomb, and there just isn't time anyway. Xiphon had already backed up to play around the timer. Oh dear.
Dude, this game's exciting. This game's close right now, and the clock is not giving NiP any favors. They're taking so much time to get real estate in middle in this early round because of how much aggression we've seen out of Copenhagen Flames. Roy, the amount of rounds he's been pushed up on that party corner. nicoodoz deep, long AWPing, or in con, or in toilets. Yeah, NiP just have to clear all these angles methodically using util. And so Copenhagen Flames, this time is doing so many favors. Hitting some sweet shots as well. nicoodoz, he knew he was getting wrapped from hampus at long. He double scoped to fake it and then tried to fight close, but there's only so many shots you can get out on the AWP. He still finds 2 in that round. And we remember last map, he was full of multi-kill moments. There were 9 alone heading into overtime. Now it's NiP broke, half by, just got to run it. S-Tag, he's saving for the AWP for later. Got some util, but only a Glock. They're going to explode through the mid-molly, flashing it. Nade could be good, but it's already up and past as they make it to the playground. nicoodoz knows his timings can't hang forever. Knows they can be party, and without Roy this time to support, he's down in connector. Pistols are still not going to have an easy time at things, but the one gap this map has been long. Only a couple of rounds where Copenhagen Flames have played it, so NiP are going to abuse that right now and run all the way up. Roy's out of connector. Can he get back to short in time, though? They're setting up to perhaps boost on Rez's head. They see him there, but it's only a Glock going up. Roy's found his first, and they're going to start to drip into his crosshair. Again, jabbi has B short. Like, Copenhagen Flames know every round what's going on.
It is concerning, man. Something feels a little wild right now. The Flames looking fired up, run down by pistols. nicoodoz. Oh, the truck player was already dealt with. Maybe a bit of a gap in the comms there. S-Tag still won't get that bomb down in time. And so Copenhagen Flames, they repel the quick pistol play in towards A. You know, this is a little worrisome, right? We kind of need to see NiP start to deal with some of this early info gathering that Copenhagen Flames have got away with 9 times out of 10.
Yeah, even just getting Plopsky into B short and leaving him there could be so much more effective if you can get past, you know, boost and you know, con door nades, get set up in that get right corner. Can at least deny Copenhagen Flames from pushing in the mid round as they keep doing. nicoodoz back to a mid-fight, but flashed off as he scopes up. He still remains on it. S-Tag, like I said, saving for the AWP. Rallied his money together perfectly for it, but needs to come in big with this big green. nicoodoz now takes the angle that's often been clean. It's been Roy tucked, right? This time he's actually fighting. Will they flash? Oh no, but Brolin lives, not for long. Hits the headshot with the AW. Now it's all on to S-Tag alone on this A side. Bomb's been mauled at Monster. S-Tag will get that trade though. Maybe there's a hope in the mid round. Suddenly everyone falls at B, and with that bomb lost and jabbi pushing connector, S-Tag tries to combat AWP, but fail he shall as Copenhagen Flames find a 7th. AWP secured. jabbi's having a game here, Harry.
Yeah, NiP as well, they're already kind of feeling like they've run out of ideas, you know, like it's kind of feeling like you're running into a brick wall. Every one of these rounds, it feels like Copenhagen Flames are doing something different, trying something new, you know, like that one there. This time, instead of Roy being the guy kind of up on the party angle peeking mid, you got nicoodoz facing you. The B setup changes a lot, even though jabbi still pushed short, still had the con info, right, still had that fast push. You also had like this really nice double floaty set up outside of Monster, you know what I mean? And so here's a little fast pop out through the Monster tunnel. It's not gone well. It's gone really badly. They're churned up. Copenhagen Flames well and truly in the lead and not really showing any signs of changing. Yeah. The fact that NiP have kind of lent into 2 of these B explosion rounds, often what you're kind of doing when you're scraping the bottom of the barrel when it comes to finding solutions.
They're finding gunk, Harry. Gunk! It's not what you want. It's all plastered over Overpass in those sewers, but NiP, they need something else. They need to be able to get rid of this mid setup. Now it's even more HooXi joining Roy in the early as he goes down con. The door nade off. His teammate even jump spotting B. It just forces more utility and more awareness, more cautiousness out of NiP. nicoodoz deep long, doesn't want to flick this time, just stays safe. They run into him and he hits the easy shot. Hampus would love to trade, but nicoodoz out like a light has disappeared and dispatched back to the bomb site. Rez clearing connector, and Roy's even cheating back to A as well. Copenhagen Flames, when they get this 5-on-4, they don't give you a way back in, do they? Even jabbi has not taken short. He's just on a wider angle. Oh, the jump! That was not a boost. That was a jump over default, and Rez picks HooXi out of the sky. Fantastic kill. NiP need to explode off that, but they don't know about this setup.
Yeah, doubled up on the short side. Rez gonna check for the sandbags, man. However, Zyphon here to plug that hole. Now Monster's getting pressured. Monster's getting tested.
Ooh.
Dead is nicoodoz at the pillar. Zyphon's gonna rise to the occasion, and S-Tag cuts him down. Double up on the AWP. The Nade might deal with one. It sails over their heads, and S-Tag comes alive. A hat-trick for this guy, finds a fourth for NiP.
Oh, those are sexy shots, man. Those are really, really clean. You know, nicoodoz crouching on the middle of the pillar, and S-Tag just whops him. Triple AWP entry, not what you see every day, but it's what NiP needed. They needed to grab onto a round here to have something to rely on in this T side. A little 3v3 explosion play out of S-Tag, all set up by Rez with that double kill on short. I can't believe he catches HooXi mid-air and even clears jabbi in the corner. But it doesn't matter. NiP, a red carpet rolled out. If they can walk it, they can get back into this game quick.
An 8-7-half still more than possible. And if you win this one, money's in a really weird spot for the Flames. nicoodoz has got cash, but no one else does. So one more round of heroics would do it for a guy like S-Tag. The attempt to fast play Monster in this one has left them really worse for wear. I'm kind of surprised that's what the call was here, right? Plopski and Hampus both churned up on the back of the spray in the early util down in Monster. That means S-Tag has given the AWP to Hampus. You've lost your AWPer who bailed you out in the round prior. He's having to do it with an AK now. nicoodoz up and leaves. I like this decision, right? You can feel that maybe it's changed a little bit. He's not nailing everything quite as flashily or as quickly as he was back on Vertigo or even at the start of Overpass here. So just going to give them the respect. Give them a bit of room at long. But you've still got Roy nearby to take it away in a heartbeat.
Yeah, Hampus is running up alone with the AWP and low, so he needs to hit a banger, and I don't think he's ready for the flash peek. Set up from the site, Roy kills him, and now it was all a fake to set up on B, but I think Copenhagen Flame should read this. They know if they kill Hampus alone on that A site, it is just the fake being sold by the in-game leader. NiP are grouping back up Monster. Already the drops come in. Molly on Barrow won't do a thing. jabbi waits. They're already past his Molotov, though. He has to hit these shots up close on the pillar, dancing round, and he gets two. Stuck out in the smoke is S-Tag, nowhere to go. Walks into the AWP, missed flick again, but it's fine. No death, no worry. jabbi pushes and peeks for a final kill, and 18-4 on this guy alone is locking down this B bomb site. Even when, you know, nicoodoz is missing shots on A, it's not like he's ever getting picked or ever feeding early kills. He is just playing that safe backup, like you say, combined with Roy, who has stopped playing party. He's kind of varied it up with con pushes and long takes. And then, like, you go down lower and you just beat jabbi, who will not drop the ball. It is his. If you take it, he will deflate it. 9-4, broken by for NiP. They've gone all in.
Finally, you know, like taking some of this early short control away, coupled with a bit of con aggression for NiP. This is like one of the nicer early round defaults we've had out of this team so far. So there might be not much in it, but I find myself oddly optimistic in this round. Flames looking like they maybe want to try and take short away. They had 3 poised. Looking like they wanted to push, but they will decide against it. Roy waiting in the toilets once more. Has a fallback route open over towards long.
Hello.
HooXi's going to get flashed and boosted, but that's the thing. They're already up short. They took it early, if you remember, and so he never sees Plopski in this position.
Oh, are they going to rotate? Apparently not. 40 seconds, and Plopski, he's stuck all the way in. There's the spot for HooXi, though. They can double face. HooXi just mauls too. jabbi gets mollied, but his team are keeping him alive in this bomb site. Zyphon gets pushed out with a flashbang. It's Roy to backstab from connector. Hampus hits a clean one, but not a lot of time to go back to short to get the bomb. Roy's on it. Sitting close around the corner, AWP shuts it out, and nicoodoz, when they call upon him, he does close around. 10-4, and that was the money for NiP. They just have to buy AK armor on most of these players. They don't have a bomb plant, they won't have utility, and they have to call a timeout to try and not get 11 forward.
Yeah, this is getting a little bit brutal, you know, and a lot of it is coming from this idea of like, well, who is going to fill this void, right? Who is going to pick up a round for NiP and just take it by the horns? S-Tag did it that one time with the AWP, right? Some phenomenal shooting. Brolin was very much the guy off the top. He was 8-0 to open up this map, right? Now he's sat 12-11. It's a big slowdown.
Yeah, and you wanted to think about Brolin. He's 1-5 on opening fights as well. He's been trying to crack open rounds, but, you know, these haven't been recent rounds. This was at the start of the streak for Copenhagen Flames, so they put 8 in a row. Like, Brolin was often dead first, so he didn't even get to activate or play these clutches and show off his mechanics because it was the AWP picking him or Roy getting flashed in. So, yeah, it's been pretty rough for Brolin in this T side past that pistol round. He's not played into a lot of these important gun rounds.
Hampus trying to run fast out mid. Roy is already here. Flash to set him up with a peek. And HooXi even swings out lower. Double con. As they go up, as they try to trade these kills, they won't like what they see. Molly denies any attempt at the trade. And the Flames, they go play this one by the numbers. They back up. They just give the 5-on-3 a moment to sit. NiP going to try their hand in a B play. They've been obsessed with getting out. They find this opener. But on the short side, the flash is a thing of beauty. It sets up jabbi for his 20th kill at the end of that first half. And going 20-4, we're not shy on heroes for the Copenhagen Flames. Wonderful behold. NiP. They really wanted to break apart this B site. They really wanted to get in. They felt like they had an edge there, but we never really saw the result of that. Outside of the one round where S-Tag gets that triple opener, something that was not replicated again by anyone else in the rest of this game. That was the only time it looked good. The only time. Yeah, and that relied on like one player having round of life.
Yeah, other than that round for S-Tag, the only time they got comfortable in B was that 3-on-1. And we all remember what happened is jabbi snuck in last second. So that was a phenomenal CT side for Copenhagen Flames. They didn't even need to use that aggressive monster util that we know they have. They're saving it for the major, although it's no secret anymore. But when your B anchors are this effective, why push, say Copenhagen Flames? And now they're going to show them how a B take is done in this pistol round.
And NiP have gone with a bit of a classic though, right? A solo peek mid out of S-Tag, everyone else grouped inside of the B site. When you don't see anyone middle, you know it's B. And so, there's Brolin with the opener. If you remember, he kick-started this NiP squad in the first half by winning the pistol. However, everyone in B is melted by the Flames, and it's only S-Tag left. 1 versus 3. The guy who was peeking mid to facilitate this heavy stack at the B site is now expected to do everything anyway.
Copenhagen Flames saying, fine, fine. You want to eliminate us from the chance to go champions? You want to stop us from going playoffs? That's okay with us. We'll begin our major run 1 stage deeper than you, and they might be able to do it. Just a few rounds away now from this 2-0. Roy catches S-Tag flying out of heaven, and they're getting loud. They're getting happy now. They know it's within reach. A pistol round on top of an 11-4 half. This one is not competitive. This is not Vertigo anymore. And NiP, they are looking up at the Flames right now with worry. What a clean game we've had. And it might all be over soon.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, it's just a full vanilla pistol round here for NiP. This one should never get too exciting. jabbi, you got a 1v3 here. This time it would have been essentially a 1v5 for him. He gets all the info that they were pushed up short, so it should be easy for the rest of the Flames to... Oh my god, he's whittling Brolin down, and he does finish it off. Okay, Zyphon, sure thing, bud. Now the rest of the Flames just going to take long. You know, they literally saw everybody exploding short for NiP. This is a pretty, like, dire decision to have to make, but it's the only one that was really available to you, taking a full eco in this round, getting your rifles out as fast as you can. That does mean, you know, you're probably going to have some limitations.
Yeah, this is desperate. When your 1 health player is looking down on barrels. And Hampus tries to bait for him, but they already know it's A. Loud and clear, boys. And this is really just on a rifle round now, Harry. This is just on that 13-4 scoreline, the one buy to rule them all. Otherwise, Copenhagen Flames, they are going to the major, they are going to Antwerp, and they are going there as legends. That's not just a cliche. That's top 16 immediately. They skip a whole Swiss stage. That is so clean on the closer for Roy. They are getting there. Here's the gun round. Here's what the NiP fans need to hold on to right now. The start of something or the end of nothing here on Overpass.
Yeah, it's all going to come down to this. Here's the limitations that we talk about, right? For NiP, you'll note they are going to be lacking these kits. They won't have an AWP in play, so it's full rifles. It's a bit of utility around it. And Copenhagen Flames, they want to throw a B-rush at them. This was something NiP tried and failed time and time again. Will the Flames fare better? Rez with the double. Finds himself now low over at barrels. It's Plopski just tucked in. This Molotov could flush him out. It's a weird one here as NiP pulled everybody down into B. It's a 3v5 deathmatch session inside of the B bomb site. Roy might try and leave. There's a temporary break in the action. This is your one opportunity to go back and change your mind. And no, they double down. They double down on this one. Plopski gonna win that fight, sending the bomb tumbling forward. This B play has not worked. It wasn't the disrespect move that Copenhagen Flames thought it was. And it's given NiP a fifth. nicoodoz trying to crawl in, but there's just so many bad guys. Oh my god. Hang on a moment. Plopski was low. nicoodoz with another. This was a 2 versus 5. They recommit into the B play, and they're winning everything. That's how they find 14. Oh my god. NiP, stick a fork in the man. They're done. They're over. There's no coming back from that.
Oh my goodness. Humiliation. Destruction. That 2-on-5. Harry, you just said it was a fifth. I could feel it coming. That slowdown for Copenhagen Flames. They knew they had Plopski low on barrels, and they put him down instantly. What shooting from the in-game leader and the AWPer of this team. Clean as can be in a 2-on-5. And you said it best. NiP are done. This one, can it? Forget about it. Absolutely no way you recover from that round. At this scoreline, broken, and they push up. That's all they've got. Pistols rushing up on the short side. Jabbi gets spotted. They give it up. But my, oh my.
Dude, I mean, there's been 2 now massively important rounds that NiP would almost struggle to find a way to lose, and yet they found a way both times. The 1v3 versus Jabbi, and then the 5v2 with the bomb dropped at the B site. Like, yeah, it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt your mental. It's going to hurt the morale. It's pumping up your opponents. Copenhagen Flames, they feel that legend spot at the major within reach.
Yeah, Broden's just trying to get things going, trying to actually play in. Pushed up, takes a kill, drops the bomb, but it hasn't even forced a full rotation. There's so much time on the clock. Copenhagen Flames are giving it back. Smoke by Broden allows them to get weird if they want. They still seem invited by this A site. Still going for it. Second round, drops the bomb again. Yeah, he's looking for a gun. Wants an upgrade. This MAC-10 ain't it. So he fires off and Broden finds a third. This guy, he only deals in aces. He only deals in absolutes. And hampus coming through the smoke. S-tag double tags with a scout. It's nicoodoz in a 1-on-5, but I count nothing out. That being said, 10 seconds. It's all about kills. Damage would be nice. Would set himself up for a save, but S-tag scout sculpts him with 2. NiP, they find a round, Harry.
Yeah, you know, I mean, Copenhagen Flames get pretty loose with it there, right? The bomb gets cut loose over in toilets. Alarm bells start going off. It all began with Broden here, and he continued to put up numbers as they tried to retrieve this bomb, right? There was no getting it back once Broden had his eyes on it. I mean, him and S-Tag were very much the guys who created rounds for NiP in that first half. It's nice to see them be able to do it again on this CT side. It's just the worry is it's far too little, far too late, really. over here in Khan. Brolin wins yet another opener. Finally, these are going his way again. A double kill.
This guy's beasting. Nothing to lose, right? Everything to gain. May as well just throw yourself in and see what sticks. Right now, it's every kill for Brolin. But you know, Copenhagen Flames aren't worried. Maybe in this round. Only 2 Deagles with this AWP that's currently getting given nothing. NiP back in the bomb site, tucking tight. Jump. We know nicoodoz is fast. He saw something there. Saw a limb. Yes, tag. Does he go back for a dice jump? If he does, it could be the end of him. Panic off that nade.
That is such genuine fear from nicoodoz. All right, now scope, now posted. Oh. Flash doesn't blind him. Good thing no one trusted that and peeked off the back of it.
NiP don't want to face in a 5v3, let alone a 5v2 now.
Flashes start to go over. They're moving up the short side. Brolin already on a multi-kill, but he is getting wrapped. Jabbi, there's one.
Oh,
makes it a double. This was a
TikTok.
2v4. There's 10 seconds left. They're going to grab the bomb. They need to clear truck. Hampus drops it out in the open. And so only Jabbi now has a chance at the plant, but he only goes for the tap, expecting a peek, and he can't quite win the fight.
Ah, that's a shame. I would have loved to stick there. I mean, you can't win it off of a tap. Even if Rez, goes down, you know that last player is only going to play the clock and win it. But yeah, fragging out, feeling it. Oh, Copenhagen Flames, and that was actually a 2v5 down to a 1v2. So very winnable, very scary yet again for NiP. But somehow they're still in this map. They're still believing. They're still breathing. They're still putting up rounds. But how long for? I think is the big question. CTO for S-Tag, this is where it can feel so nice. He definitely had some pop-off rounds on that first half. As well on the defensive vertigo, looked solid. So expecting more of the same here in middle. But they are running in through toilets. A bit of support from Brolin back at A, and S-Tag's going to do exactly that. Run all the way. Brolin covering with this rifle. That could be a chunky nade. It's not bad at all, but these are just Glocks and P250s. They should get shredded with ease.
They're still trying to milk these rounds for all they're worth, right?
Nerds.
Assembling little short boosts, trying all these little gimmicks to steal a man away. Run boost out. Kind of. Here they come. Missed shot from S-Tag on the AWP. The pistols are getting close. Uh-oh! Hampus does hold on with a bunch of kills off of his A1S. HooXi's throwing the AWP away. Goodbye.
Sick. Love that.
Even though he's dead, there's no grabbing that AWP. There's no getting that one back out. Now you can still get one here, but it's actually pretty dire to have to invest in one, right?
If Brolin buys it and then you drop him nades, yeah, that's the
fair way.
Yeah. That's a nade drop addition, because maybe Brolin wants nades. Well, you gotta set him up for that. So NiP are able to do so, but still expensive. Something that if Copenhagen Flames win this rifle round now, NiP have nothing except for Plopsky and Rez with a bit of chump change. Got a Zeus on Jabbi, but he fired in spawn. Maybe a misbuy. I was gonna say that's cocky, but hey, I trust him. Mollied out of con. NiP tried to face early, maybe boosted, but denied. And S-Tag goes back to toilets, leaving Brolin in the dark.
They did a lot to get S-Tag this AWP. We want results from it right away. He's getting walked on. Oh my goodness. They are right here. Oh, flicks down. They're getting closer. Gonna try and re-swing again, but spam the entire time. Brolin could still steal the round. Up through con.
How?
No one looking. And that's the bomb dropped. Mr. Multi-Kill is at it again. Brolin is doing everything he can to keep NiP in this one. Fnatic days might be behind him, but some things never change. 22 and 16, giving it all he's got. Bomb dropped, swinging back out, challenged by HooXi, and now he's dead. HooXi retrieves the bomb, gets the info that Short's been taken away. And the Flames right now, if they go up into this A site, they've got themselves a 2v1.
Yeah, just hampus here, but he's solid in these spots. He's got smoke as well. If he wants to drop a bit of a wall, create some space on the bomb site. Rotate's coming up. Plopski is even walking it, pretending they don't know where this one's going, but it's so clear the smokes will confirm. Headshot angle, dinks jabbi. Hampus now with the confidence to move in and close the round. He catches nades out on HooXi. jabbi in the sight, and Hampus gets both of the kills. NiP, I don't know how they're still here. I don't know how they're holding on, but they are. And they're putting up CT rounds piece by piece. And yeah, I ask how. It's this guy. It's Brolin. Multi-kills every single round.
I mean, hell, man, if that's going to be the win condition, and if he's able to do it, it's going to be a spectacle. They are closing this gap. They are making this a far closer game than it looked like it had any right to be. Got to give, honorable mentions to S-Tag, who's still been able to give them rounds every now and again with the AWP. Hampus has definitely had a recovery, definitely had a resurgence from his fairly slow start to this series. Brolin is the guy in the spotlight, is the man to beat.
Nice.
S-Tag, another opener from this AWP. And this tag team duo up on A, him and Brolin, it is just the most terrifying place to find yourself.
Oh, careful.
Plopski, don't giving them an invitation. This is jabbi's B bomb site after all. He's digged him out. Now onto a gun. That might start to force rotations. Oh, S-Tag with that swing. Deals with Zyph on jabbi. Still making space down in B. Oh, one bullet. And Rez was on the other end of it.
Come back.
nicoodoz. Are you going to keep pushing into A? Are you going to try and thread the needle? No, he's been spotted with the bomb, trying to get out of there, trying to join up with jabbi. Look at this. They're about to clash. Knife's out. I think he saw the barrel.
Yes.
Tugs himself in. jabbi, armorless, afraid, swinging, and in with a fourth. Now just Brolin. This guy has been the one keeping NiP in it, and now he's going to come up huge in a 1v2. Can he stop jabbi?
Bomb's not for jabbi in heaven, right? They don't know. nicoodoz is just sitting on top of it. Brolin made noise dropping. Was that heard? It seems like jabbi's already moving in. Nade timing is good. Brolin, he's not got a kit, but he found one on the ground. Smoke on the site. jabbi ready to swing off the contact of his teammate. He goes out wide looking for this ace in a one-man hero round, and it's the hero on the other side to stop it. Brolin chasing this kill, finds jabbi. nicoodoz on the top, and Brolin, he can't kill him. Tap forces the fight, and Brolin's won it on his own. Forget jabbi's heroics. They mean nothing when Brolin's on the other side. And this guy not just opening rounds with multi-kills in middle, he closes with clutches on B.
This is insane, man. This is crazy. We're watching like two dudes in mechs just going blow for blow on one another right now. While everyone else is just kind of milling around. The real battle, it's jabbi versus Brolin. And Brolin was able to be the one to deliver the round this time.
How on earth does this game keep going? How on earth did NiP go ahead despite what jabbi's given him? We need someone to shut this down. Kill Brolin early. That's all they're saying. Get rid of him. It's our round. But NiP is still fighting. And getting 2v5'd in their first CT gun round, picking up a force buy win, and they have not dropped the ball since. 5 in a row. Baby steps, but it starts somewhere. Oh, that's a big pick. HooXi catches Rez on a jump up.
Honestly, I think they should just explode B. Like, with what jabbi was able to get away with last round, with the fact that this is where Plopski was having a mare is playing, He was kind of the red carpet roller in that last one, the one that gave the AK to jabbi.
That's also revenge, because Rez picked HooXi doing the jump over default in the first half as well, so it's literally the same player shooting him back. I didn't catch if he was boosted or jumping, but he was top default. Not for long.
With Copenhagen Flames, they always feel like this A stack is going to leave when the B picks come in. And normally they've been wrong in that assumption. normally, NiP, they stick to their guns. They keep this. They were keeping the 2-2, but they've actually lowered a player down towards B right now. Might be the right read. Jabbi's going down calm with the bomb on his back, joining up with HooXi here. Bit of util raining into the A site. In reality, though, it is this B play. And right now, there's 3 players here for NiP. One of them is Brolin, is the big man. They hear them rotating. Jabbi with the first. He can't go back in time, and that's the bomb dropped on B. Copenhagen Flames cannot win this round. There is nothing that can make this one come through. And so NiP are now at double digits, 10-14.
What is going on, Harry? How is this game happening? How is this still playing? How are we still live? Why are Copenhagen Flames not legends already? They've got to earn it. Round by round, NiP are pulling it back. 6 up now, and maybe a bit overcomplicating it with that 2-on-2. Like you said, NiP, they just stay back down at the B site. Even though hampus gets caught, one trade from a late monster player drops the bomb and wins the round. And the worst part about that all is they got the A site. They killed S-Tag. They entry'd it.
Yeah, the kind of like mind game that's taking place right now, this idea of just trying to dodge this Brolin S-Tag duo, trying to split them up to make your life easier. And I think that's kind of, wrecking this Copenhagen Flames T side. It feels like it's getting a little convoluted. It's getting a little much in these, 5-on-4s. That's how that round started, by the way. They had the early pick, and it still ends up turning against them.
On fire for NiP. Ultra Picante style. Got that toilet smoke in. Default B for Jabbi, but the rest of his team run wild through connector up into this A site with that door naded off. They don't care. They just run right by. No fear. Trying to get this AWP off the angle in the middle. The molly will do that. It will push S-Tag back, but he's actually been solid. He's been hitting these CT shots as we required of him if this comeback were to happen. And NiP know it as well. They've been leaving him on these solo A-holds. This time he is again joined by Brolin and Toilet. They want to hit B, and they want to avoid the 2-man punch that has been causing them problems, and they're doing it early as well.
Yeah, that re-smoke, they're already up ahead of it. First kill, and another. Zyphon there to trade, keeps Copenhagen Flames in this. It's so simple, it feels almost too simple, but the B play, perfect timing for it. A 4-on-3 now. They've had to shuffle rotations on the NiP side of things. They've had to move these CTs about the place. Brolin catches HooXi over in con. The bomb is still out monster side, but Roy, he's the guy with the round in the palm of his hands. With each kill that's happening in towards B, S-Tag, how long can he justify holding this? Someone's made the call. Watch out. They could be behind you. They could have found the gap through A. And Roy has. But S-Tag cannot hold this forever. Eventually, he's going to have to look into the site. He's going to have to play around this bomb, looking like he wants to clear heaven. Roy could get shot in the back. The flank could become the flank key. And there's S-Tag finding him. Once again, the power duo of him and Brolin in a 2v2 to keep NiP in this one.
Yeah, smoked off, though, for Brolin. He's got to buy time. He's got to wait. Neither player watching this smoke. It fades. He walks through. S-Tag trying to trap this player in the pit. Zyphon, he's got to go 1-for-1. Someone's got to get a kill. nicoodoz sees Brolin coming around the corner and shutting him out. Has got to feel good because now it's just S-Tag and nowhere to go, nowhere to hide. 15 found finally for the Flames. Even if Roy didn't get a single kill off that flank, he cleaned out the entire bomb site. He called his team out monster and let them stick the plan. And it's the clock that does NiP, as they cannot retake the 2-on-2. 15 rounds. It took some time. It really did. Felt like NiP were building back, but with these close rounds, with these clutches coming out from Brolin, they've not got money to fall back on. You can see that bar in the bottom right. It is tatters. This and that, nothing else.
Oh, bro, it's heartbreaking. And like, those are the guys who have been keeping you in this. S-Tag and Brolin, they can't win that 2v2. It's literally the first time that they've fallen down in the last like 7 rounds, or 6 rounds rather, and it is immediately punished, right? You finally reach the limitations of what just 2 players are capable of, and there was no one else there to pick up the slack. Copenhagen Flames, 1 away. And I mean, if there ever was a time to do it, it's up against this buy. S-Tag only has a USP.
Save him for next map.
He's got all the util. That's what he's got instead. But Oh, that's a little awkward.
Yeah, this is pretty bungled for NiP now. This has to feel horrible as well for a team that has really been like, got to give it to NiP. They've really held on in this game despite everything going on, and it might be money that decides it all after close rounds. This con setup, Roy's holding on to it. Mollied at the top, hampus is still here. Roy has to clear him, but first Rez in the way. Rez hits his deke. Now there's a gun, now there's an upgrade available, and Copenhagen Flames have to watch their back. Jabbi's dispatched to do exactly that as the AWP attempts to pick B. They drop off the boost. NiP don't need to hurry this one. hampus has that weapon now. He's going to make sure it stays in the round.
NiP have got full middle. They've got full info. They know it's the B play. Oh my god, HooXi. He's walked the smoke. Only good for one. Plopsky's had a very quiet game. Needs numbers. And he's traded after the first. The 3v2. There's a big flank for Brolin coming all the way through middle, all the way from Fountain. But it's being accounted for, it's being held. nicoodoz has just missed this timing as he goes back. Brolin's 5-7 is gone, and so it's hampus, the IGL hero AK, to try and offer something up in the 1v3. They're swinging him. They've given him that first fight. Now they talk, now they try to play time. Oh, with a double, but nicoodoz is there to close. Oh, Copenhagen Flames are going to the major. NiP bested 2-0. They're shut out.
Yeah, exactly. Legends as well. Top 16. Copenhagen Flames holding it together despite that mini comeback mounted by NiP. It felt like maybe there were legs on this match.